Exercise 22, question number 14. A vertically straight tree, 15 meter high, is broken by the wind in such a way that its top just touches the ground and makes an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. At what height from the ground did the tree break? And for this question, you will take root 3's value is 1.73. Okay. This value is given in the question. Now, we will go back to this question again. It says a vertically straight tree. There is a tree. Okay. Imagine this. This is the figure that I have drawn. AB is the tree. That is before it broke. AB is the tree. Okay. So a vertically straight tree, 15 meter high. So this whole length, that is AB's length, is 15 meter. Okay. This is broken by the wind in such a way that its top just touches the ground. So imagine this is the complete tree. Now, because of the wind, it broke. Say, imagine that it broke at the point E. Okay. So this is where the tree has broken. So this portion remains. Okay. It is attached to the ground. This portion remains, that is EB will remain. This is the portion which broke and it came down. Now when this comes down, it comes and falls in this direction, this way, okay, forming the hypotenuse of your triangle. Okay. So this A has touched the ground at point C. Okay. So this AE is actually EC. Okay. So what I have done here is, the whole length is 15 meter. So I assume that from the ground to where it broke, the distance is x. Because the whole length is 15 and this much is x, the remaining portion is 15 minus x. So this 15 minus x comes down here. So this length is also 15 minus x. And this is the ground, and it says it broke due to the wind in such a way that its top just touches the ground and makes an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. The top makes an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. This is the top. Okay. The same thing is here now. It makes an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. Now, at what height from the ground did the tree break? So, from the ground, at what height did the tree break? Which means this height is what you have to find. You have to find E to B. That means you have to find the value of x. Okay. So, if you look at this triangle, the right angle triangle which is here, you know the perpendicular. Perpendicular is x and the hypotenuse is 15 minus x. And the angle made is 60 degrees. So the trigonometric ratio which connects perpendicular and hypotenuse is sine. Sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay. And the angle that we know is 60 degrees. So we start with the calculation. The triangle that I am going to use is triangle EBC, is the right angle triangle. Okay. Triangle EBC, I mentioned that in triangle EBC. Okay. Now starts the calculation. The angle is 60 degrees. And I said, you know two sides, that's the perpendicular and the hypotenuse. Therefore, the trigonometric ratio which connects both these sides is sine. The sine of the angle is 60 degrees. So sine 60 is equal to, this is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is EB and the hypotenuse is EC. That's what is here. Okay. Now to substitute their values. Sine 60's value according to the standard angle table is root 3 divided by 2 is equal to EB's value is x, that's here, and EC's value, that is this one, is 15 minus x. Okay. Now you cross multiply. Multiply root 3 with 15 minus x. That's root 3 into 15 is 15 root 3, and root 3 with minus x is minus x root 3. And multiply the 2 with the x on the other side, that's equal to 2x. Okay. So, now what we are going to do is, there is an x term here, there is also an x term here. You're going to group both the x terms together. So I'm going to keep 15 root 3 on the same side and shift this to the other side. So 15 root 3 is equal to 2x was already there, and this goes that side, becomes plus x root 3. Now, our calculation continues here. Next step, 15 root 3 is equal to, if you look at this, there is an x which is common. So that x I have removed, so whatever is left is 2 plus root 3. You're going to find x, that is this height at which the tree broke. Okay. So x should be equal to, this comes to the left side. So 15 root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3 is equal to x. Now to simplify this, don't put the root 3 value now. Whenever you have to substitute the root 3 value, it has to be at the end. The last step is where you will substitute. Okay. Before that, this has to be simplified. The only way that it can be simplified is by rationalizing. Rationalizing is, look at the denominator here. You have a 2 plus root 3, there's a plus sign. And if you have to rationalize, you will rationalize with the sign opposite to this. Which means you will multiply numerator and denominator with 2 minus root 3. Okay. So 15 root 3 is here, and it has to be multiplied with the sign opposite to this, which means you have to multiply with 2 minus root 3, both with numerator and denominator. So 15 root 3 into 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3 is here into the sign opposite to this, 2 minus root 3 is equal to x. This I have kept as it is, and this is in the form a plus b into a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. A squared is 4 minus b squared, that is root 3 squared. Root 3 squared means root 3 into root 3, which will give you a 3. Okay. So that's 3 is equal to x. 4 minus 3 will give you 1. So denominator is 1. I am not going to write in the next step. Multiply this. 15 root 3 into 2 is 30 root 3. 15 root 3 into minus root 3, that is minus 15 root 3 into root 3 again is 3. So 15 into 3 will give you a 45 is equal to x. I have not written the divided by 1. Okay. Now to subtract this, first you will have to substitute the value of root 3. In the question it was given root 3 is 1.73. Okay. So 30 has to be multiplied with root 3's value is 1.73 minus 45 is equal to x. Multiply this first, then you can do the subtraction. So 30 into 1.73 gives you 51.9 minus 45, that is the value of x. By subtracting this, you will get 6.9 meter because all measurements were in meter. So 6.9 meter is the value of x. If you look at the question says, at what height from the ground did the tree break? This is the height at which the tree broke, which means you are going to find value of x. That's what we found lastly. Value of x is 6.9 meter. Write that as a statement. The height at which the tree broke is 6.9 meter.